Yeah, man, it's been a minute doing this. Yeah. This is Brother Speak of the Brother Speak podcast. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. I know it's been a minute. I've had a lot of stuff going on, mainly my job, changing shifts, changing positions at my job, back and forth. I am trying to transition out of a position that I am at my job to another position. So that's what I've been doing. Also trying to get a house, get my credit together. Just a lot of stuff that I've been working on. And so I haven't really had time and the mentality to be doing live streams. And so that's really why I haven't been on here. Just haven't been feeling it. But I've been in the clouds. I've been in the clouds watching different stuff, exposing myself to different talks. I see that the black relationship talks won't die. It just keeps it keeps resetting the same talking points. Black men ain't shit. Black women ain't shit. Black women least desired. The black man is most conquered. Boy, black male babies. Black women are the most the biggest threat to black men. Yada 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 yada. I've seen a new dude that popped up on the scene. I think his name is Sharon Bracy. I think that's his name. Uh I looked at it for a little bit, and he's no different than the Honest Truth, a DJ Torch, uh, Max of the Every Star Network. The same dude, different day. So it's like, and I see the panels. I'm seeing Angry Man, Jay Prince, We on Lock, Bomb Cherry. Then you got this other chick diva talking about boy and black male babies. Tommy over here. I mean, everybody clout chasing. Everybody the same black women, uh, black men talking points that we've been talking about since forever. I'm like, I'm not about to sit up here and listen to all these people yelling and screaming. Now he made up a new term for the red pill incels and manosphere, the Rim brothers. I'm like, yay! You thought of a new clever name for these dudes. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yay! Instead of stop talking about these dudes and let this shit die a death that it's been doing, we still want to bring this shit up as like, as opposed to, I don't know, actually getting involved in the community and actually helping these young boys. No, we gotta get on here on this YouTube. We gotta shit on these red pillars. We gotta shit on the incels. We gotta shit on the manosphere. We gotta listen to the same goofy motherfuckers over there. Give them another platform to talk. We still gotta bring up this whole black relationship thing that should have died. We've talked about it at length, from political to social, economics, everything. Where are the solutions? There ain't no solutions. I mean, there's a solution, but nobody wants to take it. I give you two solutions. Black men gotta stop being black women first. Black women gotta stop being about their feelings first. That's the only solutions that you got. And guess what? Nobody's gonna do it. There's too many people who are against that. So let me go into the woman first thing. When I mean black men are black women first, I'm not talking about that they care about them. There's plenty that do, but there's also plenty that want to control, dominate and abuse them and get, get some get back for something that happened to them years ago or something that happened to them recently. And then you got the ones who want to trick off. They want to pretend like, oh, we love you, black queens. We love you. But they really tricking off. And if you as a black woman don't take the money or you don't give in, oh, you bitches and hoes, just like the manosphere be saying. These dudes are the same people. That's why I did a live stream months ago about Jason Black. We on lock. Same guy, just on the different side of the spectrum. A lot of these dudes are the same type of guy. They're just on different ends of the spectrum. These guys demonize black women. These guys put them on a pedestal. But the same thing applies. They're black women first. They cannot live without a black woman. They cannot have conversations without a black woman involved somewhere, somehow. It doesn't change. It's the same thing. And these black women participate because it's their feelings first. Because they still have feelings for the black man. They still feel that they're deifying them or vilifying them. They're not willing to change their feelings on the black man. That's what they're loyal to. So they're going to just keep coming on these channels instead of going off, dealing with their own problems. They want the men to fix it because they feel that the men are the primary reason why they have problems in their lives, and they are the ones that have to fix it. So when you have that going on, the simple solution is black women get out your feelings and fix yourself so that whether that black man that you want or that white man or whatever man you want will see you as a valuable person in their lives and they will scoop you up. But if you can't do that because you still in your feelings about these black men, about your baby daddy, about your daddy, about some random dude or off of Twitter who said black women ain't shit, if you still on that shit, you ain't gonna do nothing. And that's just by chance. You get with either a black man, a white man, an Asian man, whatever type of man you get with, and you still on here arguing with black men over black issues, and your significant other ain't say, hey, sis, you need to get off the internet. Your man weak as fuck. Or he's weak as fuck, or he's cheating on you with somebody else. Or he's just using you for your money, whichever one. Because I still remember Crystalline Carrison. She up there talking to David Carroll. First of all, why are you still talking to this goofball? I don't give a damn you trying to use him for information and all that. You're still entertaining a black man while you got your white man taking care of your kids. What the fuck does that mean? That means you still have feelings for the black man. And your white man don't give a fuck about you. Because he would have been like, hey, sis, get off the internet. You got other things to do. You got a family here. We trying to build something. You still on the internet with this dumb shit? Get the fuck off the internet. Some of these women, hey, look, lady, you need to get off the internet. The internet ain't working for you. You are getting stressed out. You losing your shit. You letting some goof motherfucker insult you. You losing your shit instead of cut the shit off. Well, I should defend myself, ma'am. You are stressing yourself out. You about to stroke out over some dude that you don't even know. Ma'am, you need to get off the internet. Well, I don't want to get off the internet. Okay, cool. Stay on there. I'm just gonna go do something else. And vice versa. I literally seen a dude who's supposed to be, I don't deal with black women. I don't I don't I don't talk to them. But you have a black woman saying something. This dude's stroking out. And I'm looking at this, man. And I like trollism. He's funny. He's a troll. He's funny. He's trolling a black woman by singing. That's what he does. He do that every time. He troll people by singing. And you got Trey MBD losing his shit. He's literally losing his shit because the dude is trolling another woman by singing, a black woman at that. That's the same reason he almost had a heart attack, according to him, because he was raging against these black women and he's still doing it. And it's like, dude, what is wrong with you? You stroking out over these women that you don't deal with. I'll be goddamn, I'm gonna let any of these women, from the Cynthia G's to the Diva Chick to Nyla to even Faith, and I respect Faith. I like Faith. Sexy Red, I like her too. But I'm not gonna let these women cause me to stroke out, crash out, losing my shit on the internet and ruin my reputation. Ain't happening, bro. I will never let that happen. I'm just losing my shit. Calling them bitches and hoes and all that kind of shit. Losing my shit. No, bro. I'm not doing that. But on the same token, I'm not cool with the women talking about every time talking about, oh, these men have done this to me and did this to me and did that. He did this to me and he did that. I'm like, ma'am, okay, either you gonna file charges or what we gonna do here? Listen, you feel like he did this to you, either go take him to court, file charges, or shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Damn, Sexy Red got Auntie's name in her mouth. I hear every time I hear her at this point, Auntie name just brought up. I'm like, ma'am, either take him to court or fucking let it go, for God's sake. Jesus. Either take him to court, let it go, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. Then yeah, Raw B, she got ran off of YouTube because she went too far. She let these people let her rage out, and then now apparently, I guess the reason why she got kicked off of YouTube or she can't stream no more on certain channels because she talking about Bomb Cherry's husband was beating their kids, so they had to strike a channel. Going too far. Some of these people go way too far with these black relationship talks. And then it turns into beef, and then you're accusing people of doing stuff with no evidence. You're accusing people of being SAs, you're accusing people of beating kids, you're accusing people of all types of stuff where you don't have no evidence of whatever it is. And so somebody's gonna strike your channel because it's like, wait a second, you can't be spreading rumors that somebody's an SA, someone's abusing kids, someone's a hoe, someone you cannot do all this different stuff and expect your channel to stay up. That's what happened with Obsidian, messing with this for Harriet chick over and over again, messing with her, messing with her husband, messing with her. Dude, let it fucking go. She's a feminist. Who gives a fuck? I got feminists probably at my job. I'm not fucking. I don't have these debates with them. That's what they believe about black men. So be it. Ain't my fucking problem. I got an African chick talking about black men lazy. Black man is okay, cool. But you married to a black man, so what am I supposed to do? But yet, you still flirting with black men. What we doing here? All these black women got these issues with black men, but you on a black man platform. You're talking to a black man. Go with your white man. Go about your business. Some of y'all got to get off the internet. Seriously, it's messing with your brains. You're having the same debates. You're hanging with the same people who are abusing you. The same people who's tricking off on you, trying to trick off on you, who lying to you day after day after day. The same dudes who's doing the same shit you on their platform. The same dudes who disrespect black women day after day after day, talking pedo shit. You still want to hang with them. You still want to talk to them. You still, even just to argue with them. What is the fucking point? They're not changing unless you're gonna file charges or you're gonna go pull up on them or do something to them. What are you talking about? And I can say the same about the who I call the black male feminists, like a DJ Torch and the Shannon Bracey and all those other guys. If you're not gonna pull up on these dudes, if you're not gonna do anything, what are you really doing except bitching? You're just bitching about, oh, black men this. Okay, we know this. What are you gonna do about it? Black men are killing all black women. Okay, what are you gonna do about it? We reporting on the stories that nobody else reported. I just saw it on the fucking news. What are you gonna do about it? Are you going to that particular black woman and her family, offering counseling, offering money, offering services? These black women are stressed out. Are you offering child care? One guy, Max, supposed to be building a center for pregnant black women. Okay, where's that center? How's that going? It ain't up yet. No, still bitching about black man. You just bitching at this point. There ain't no, if you're going to change anything, you're gonna have to change with the black boys. And I'm sorry, changing these black boys does not mean you want to make them service to the black women and the black girls. That's something that's not going to help either. Because like it or not, a lot of these incels are not black pill rage. These are blue pill ragers. Because they were taught, hey, make the women your world. Make these women your world. Your masculinity is dependent on having a woman, and they can't get a woman, and now they crashing out. Because that's what these black men have taught them. From the red pillars to these black male feminists. And the pro-blacks, the manosphere, if anything, the incels, the sad thing is the incels are the victims of these red pills of the manosphere, from the pro-blacks to the black male feminists and everything in between. They are the fucking victims of these people. And again, that does not excuse them from their behaviors. But I am saying they are the victims of this fucking society, especially in the black community. They are the victims of these black men who put women first over everything. And all these men are doing on both sides is creating more incels. More black pillars and more incels. That's what you're creating. Because you're not teaching them anything different than serve women, hate women, and everything in between. Everything got to be about a woman. You can't live without a woman. Black men are more happier when they marry, when the statistics actually show differently. That statistic really was for white people. Remember that black therapist, whatever that always twerking every time talking about emotional intelligence, and she used that article. That man wasn't talking about black men. They were talking about white men. And white men got on his ass. But she tried to use that against black men. And guess what? She got fired for it because it was stupid. Because you can't keep your biases because you're dating out of your fucking practice. But here's the thing. But this is the type of help this is the type of help that black men are getting out here. Black boys are getting out here. Just treat the women better. You'll be all right. No, that's not it's gonna be all right. There's more to life than that. But you won't teach them that because you got to have them either servants or hating women so that feeds your pockets and feeds your fucking ego. And then when they spazzing out, they losing their shit. You want to blame them. Oh, you're just not social enough. Oh, you're not this. Oh, you're not that. No, you didn't teach them there's other things to do other than women. And since you didn't teach them that, and matter of fact, the ones that try not to make women they were, you call them gay. You call them weird. You call them strange. And then you got the women doing the same thing. I remember months ago, there was a guy, I guess he was trolling. Maybe he was trolling. I don't know. He talking about he's a virgin. You got Melanie King talking about you trash, basically. So the guy who's trying to be a virgin, that y'all want. You don't want this dude slinging dick everywhere. He's not doing that. You call him trash. He's worthless. So you make the person, you make these men, they don't know what to do. You got these men. Oh, well, you're not controlling woman. Oh, what are you, gay? What are you, weak? Oh, you're not worshiping women. What are you, gay? What are you, weak? It's like, so what do you want him to do? If he's worshiping the woman too much, oh, that's a problem. You ain't supposed to do that. Okay, hey, these women are out of control. Oh, you must be gay. That's the men fault. It's like, so which way you want him to go? And it leads me to there's a lot of people on the left with the signifier, which I started listening to his content. And I like some of the stuff he's saying, especially about the black masculinity and black boys. But unfortunately, it kind of dies off because then he start leaning into more of the feminist stuff. And I'm like, I don't think black men being in the feminist stuff is going to help them. It's not for their benefit. And I'll get back to him later. But the point of it is that these men, and I've been saying this for a minute, they don't have nothing for these black boys. They don't care about the black boys. They think they do, but they don't. They want them to stay in this perpetual cycle of either vilifying women or serving women to the point where they just lose their shit. And this is where you have the incels or the black pillars. Because they like, fuck all this. I'm not doing none of this shit. I'm doing me. This black pill is not a hatred of society. That's nihilism. But the black pills are like, I see how this society is. I see that I don't have no allies with black men or black women because these black men are teaching me either hate women or serve women as fucking servants. They're not teaching me how to conquer the white man. They're not teaching me how to build myself up by myself so that I can be valuable to myself, so I can see myself as a prize, so I don't have to get with any old woman, whether they black, white, anything in between. No, it's either hate black women, hate them, vilify them, worship them like gods. Because You can't be a man without a woman. The fuck is this? And this part of the reason why I like FD Signifier, but I think that his message, especially about the black men being more progressive, is going to fall on deaf ears because black men are black women first, and if black women are not cool with these type of men or not attracted to them, they don't feel connected to these type of men. Most of these black men ain't gonna do it. They either going to, if they get rejected, they're going to vilify them, or if they're going to serve them, which doesn't serve them at all. They're going to serve these black women, treat them like goddesses without their vetting them to see if they even work that kind of treatment, and they're going to turn into the biggest simps. And then when that don't work, then they turn into the fucking they blue pill rage, they crash out, and then they turn to fucking incels. Now you would say, well, what about the red pill? What about the red pill? Because the red pill community, they women first. That's not what these men need. That's not what these young boys need. They don't need more women first content. They don't need a fresh and fit to be bringing on hoes. You want the, like Ty City said on the Uncut Underground, you want the most vulnerable men to be around the worst of the women, the most black pill of the women who will use and abuse these type of men. You want them to be around them. What the fuck? How? Why? Why would you want them to be around those type of men instead of providing an environment for these women that you say that they need to be with? Why don't you provide that? No, you won't provide that, because if you provide it, then that man is gone. You need customers. You need people who are miserable. So if they miserable, guess what? Ding, 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 they're a customer. Or, oh, they want to worship women. Hey, let me teach you how to worship women. Ding, ding, ding. Now you got another customer over that side. There's no safe space for these black boys to be themselves. Because if it ain't vilifying women or deifying women, they ain't no men. So much so that these boys even turning into women. Because they're like, there's no point in me being a man, because it's either deifying women, vilifying women, or deifying women. I just want to be a normal person living my life. There's got to be more to manhood than worrying about what women doing all day. Worrying about their problems every fucking day. I got enough to worry about with my moms. I got enough to worry about my sister. Can somebody worry about me here? Can somebody care about me as a young black boy? Can you care that these schools are not teaching me how to read, how to write? Can somebody care about me enough that, hey, my mom is treating me like garbage. My mom is neglecting me because she's working so goddamn hard. My daddy is not around. My daddy is struggling to get custody of me because he got an issue with my mom. He got an issue with the court. Can somebody please help me? This young boy, help me. And nobody wants to. They don't want to help them. They don't even want to mentor them. Even the people who's supposedly supposed to be the community people don't want to mentor these young boys. They talk about, hey, we got content to help these young men, but you won't go mentor young boys. Hey, why don't you go mentor? Nah, I can't do that. And this ain't just the red pillars. This ain't just the manosphere. I'm talking about the other guys over there. The The black male feminists, the pro blacks, the supposed pro blacks. They don't want a mentor. Because then it turned, well, why don't you have be with a single mother? Wait a second. Why I have to be in a relationship? Well, you're not going to reach them. I don't have to be in the fucking household with her. I could be a mentor. I could be outside. And then it goes back to serving women again. It's not serving the young men. It's still the same thing. It's all about serving women or vilifying women, controlling women. It's the same shit. Now, going back to FD signifier, his tender lean for, well, we got to worry about the women first. I'm like, wait, but this young man need help. He needs a man to teach him how to be a man without having to be around women. Because at the end of the day, whether I have a woman or not, I still got to be a man. I still got to deal with these world as a man, whether this woman's here or not, whether I'm married or not, whether I have a girlfriend or not, whether I have a jump off or not, whether I have a girl as a friend or not. I still got to deal with the world, and the world is coming after me. Everybody is trying to get at me as a young man. Hell, you as an older man, they still trying to get at you. I'm still getting marriage proposals, which is really just a scam for me to take care of them. There's no protection because these men don't believe in, well, you need to protect the black man. You need to protect each other. No, he got to protect himself. Wait a minute. That's not how other men think. The white man produced this system to protect themselves. But the black men don't think like that. None of them. Red pill, incels, manosphere, black male feminists, pro blacks, they don't believe in protecting themselves. They don't believe in protecting themselves. No, they don't. No, I know Faith Club listening. Oh, they believe in protecting themselves. No, they don't. No, they don't. I give you that whole Diddy thing. There should have been no reason why Diddy up there chasing Cassie and beating her ass like that. There should have been no reason for that. There should have been a security guard. Oh, let's just say she stole something. You got a security guard. Why don't he can't go get her and get the stuff back from her? Or, hey, I don't know, call the fucking cops. You ain't got dudes on standby to go get. You know where she going? Go get your shit. If and she want to leave, why? There's other women around. What the fuck? There ain't nobody was on Diddy. Hey Diddy, look, bruh, listen, no, dude, they got cameras over here, dude. This ain't what you want to do. You're gonna ruin your career. Let's take it back to JC Solange in the elevator with Beyonce. You see, Jay-Z did not touch her at all. He had the security guard do it. Why? Because he's protecting himself, and that security guard is paid to protect him. And guess what? Jay-Z was fine. Yeah, people clowning. Oh, look at him getting beat up by Solange. But guess what? He didn't lose his money. He didn't lose no endorsements. He didn't lose nothing. Now look at what Diddy got to go through right now. That's what I'm talking about, protection. There should be no reason. Another one, DJ Academics. Let's look at that one. DJ Academics had all these dudes up there, according to whose side you believe, either they ran a train on her or they raped her. One of the two. That should have never happened at his house. Because those men should have been like, hey, man, we're not gonna do that to her here. This our boy. Nah, man, he passed out. The party's over. Nah, you gotta go. And matter of fact, that woman should not even be near DJ Academics at all. But again, like I said, black men don't protect each other. They don't believe in protecting each other. You know, they don't believe in protecting each other. And this ain't, and again, this ain't the red pill, just the red pills. This ain't just the incels. This ain't just the manosphere. I'm talking about pro-blacks, black male feminists, all of them don't believe in protecting each other, creating a system to protect each other. They don't. They will use each other. They'll protect their money, but they won't protect them. There should be no reason why Russell Simmons had to flee the country. One, he should be messing with young girls. They should be bringing women to him. Vetted. Vetted. Hey, this girl ain't gonna be a problem. Pay her for her time and get her the fuck up out of there. That's what black men, that's what other races of men do. They protect their own. We don't protect our own. We don't see the need. Oh, you got to handle that your own self. Uh, hey, you got crime in your neighborhood. These dudes are shooting and banging. Well, you need to go handle that. Okay, are you gonna help me? No. No, you gotta handle your own self. Okay, what if I get killed? Are you gonna help me with my family? No, you gotta handle that yourself. What? Let's even talk about the Chris. Let's say he do shoot this dude. Now he going to jail. You gonna protect? You gonna help his family out? No, they don't believe in that. Everyone I've seen on this platform, very few believe in that protecting each other. Make sure we good. They don't. They believe, well, we got to sacrifice ourselves. Dude, no other group believes that they should be going to jail to handling this problem. They make it where they ain't going to jail. Black men are so willing to be martyrs. Well, you're a martyr, your contribution is gone. Your mission is over. You don't succeed. Somebody made a good point. I think it was David Banner. He made a good point about Malcolm's goal. At the end of the day, Malcolm failed. Why? Because he died before he could see the mission succeed. Martin Luther King died. He did not succeed because he didn't live long enough to see the mission succeed. And he didn't put nothing in place to make sure that the mission keeps going. Black men are so quick to want to martyr themselves, but they don't want to ensure that the mission continues even after their death. They expect the women to do it. You can't be women first all the fucking time. You got to worry about the boys. Yes, the women are very vulnerable, but guess what? So are your boys. And if you're only women concerned about the women first, you will not succeed. Now, I'm not saying go to the extreme like a China. See, this is where balance comes in. I always talk balance. A lot of people are not balanced in their shit. And then you wonder why there's failing in your family because you are not balanced. Everything has to be in balance. The problem with the black men, they women first. There is no balance, and that's been a problem. Not now, not now, but this has been going since probably slavery. This been going on since slavery because the black men ain't balanced. They don't believe in protecting each other. They will sell each other out for a woman. I'm not even talking about for money because that's a human thing. But I'm talking about black men specifically. They will sell each other out for a chick with no problem because the women are their key to manhood. The women should not be your key to manhood. The women should be a part of your manhood, but not the key. But these dudes, all they believe that's the key. That's all they talk about. This whole black relationship, at least on the men end, that's all it is. Women talk. What the women doing? What the women not doing? How we get the women to act right? How we get the women? How we protect the women? Why we care about their feelings? All this is always women, women, women. Nothing about the men. So, and when it comes to the men, it still go back to the how they treating the women. Well, if you just treat the women right, you'll be all right. You'll live long if you treat the women right. I'm like, dude, it goes back to black women first. So it don't go nowhere. So so when I see the Shan Bracy, I'm like, it's the same shit that's been going on. It's nothing new. And they same arguments. I ain't about to listen to that shit. That's why I like SKC, I like Tie City, Mill, even FD Signified to a degree, till he start going into the black women part, and then then I still listen, but I still like his take on black boys. There is no help for black boys out here. Nobody's helping these black boys. The red pills are not helping them. The incels, the manosphere, the pro blacks, the black male feminists. There is no helping these black boys at all. They're just not. Their manhood is predicated on the women, and if that's your only goal is the women, you're not going to grow as a man. I'm sorry, there's just there is no growth there. You're just going to be stuck there because she leaves now. You crashing out. Now your very life force is gone. Now you don't feel nothing. But that's what you taught them. That's not a trait. That's not something. That's not natural. You got other men who build stuff. They go out there, they do crazy shit. They build different stuff. They have other satisfying lives other than women, but you think they weird. You think they gay or something like that. It's crazy. I remember like there was a live stream I was listening to, and I'm trying to remember who channel it was. And this guy, I mean, he just went through a bad breakup. And he said, you know what? I'm just gonna be single for a while. And you had a black woman come up there and say, well, you just gonna punk out on your masculinity? And I'm like, why would you say that to this guy? Regardless of how you may feel about how he say about dealing with relationships, how you gonna tie his masculinity to being with a woman? And you're a black woman, and you seen the bad results of that. Why would you tell this dude this? This is this. And that's why I say the women ain't helping because they perpetuate this stuff. The men create it, the women perpetuate it. And so now you have these incels, you have these dudes who are crashing out, losing their shit over these women, but you perpetuate a lot of this stuff. You tell them, hey, you can't have a relationship. You don't have a relationship with a woman, you must be gay or something. Hell, some of these dudes, I had some woman talking about, oh, you must be feminine. I'm like, why? Because I'm like, no, there's some fat chicks at the bar. Yeah, if I don't find them attractive, I'm going home. I'm not going to deal with them. And because of my voice and stuff like that, they're like, oh, you must be feminine. Feminine? What? So I have a higher, my voice goes up when I get excited, and you're going to call me feminine? And then you wonder why some of these dudes, they can't be themselves because they afraid of being called feminine by these women? That's what I said. These women perpetuate the stuff, and then you wonder when it comes back to bite them in the ass. Now they mad, but you perpetuate the stuff, and that's the biggest problem with the whole thing about the progressive black man that FD Signify is trying to push. The problem is the bigger problem you're going to have is about the women because they won't let these boys be progressive like that unless it benefits them. Then, but if it don't benefit them, that's when now they calling them gay and weak and stuff like that. So you're gonna have a big problem. Good luck to you. I mean, like I said, I like some of the stuff that he say, and I agree with him with a lot of it because I've been feeling the same way since I've got on here, and not even since I got on here, since just like I knew there was a problem. I knew there was a. I was kind of like him. I knew there was a problem here, but I didn't know how to really express it. I knew there was a problem, but I didn't know how to express it until I listened to him. And when he said it, it makes sense. So what I've been saying when these dudes are women first, it makes sense because of the way he was saying it. And I will probably put the link into, I think, what video was that specifically? I'm gonna have to go look it up again so I can put the link into it. But the point of it is, like I said, I agree with him. Now, once he start talking about the feminist part, and I'm kind of like, okay, that's more chew the meat, spit out the bones type stuff. But I do like listening to him. I do like his take on the black boys, especially the manosphere and stuff like that. I like that stuff, and he's right about it. But the other stuff, I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'll take the good with the bad with that. Then you talking about, well, we need to get rid of patriarchy. Okay, you get rid of patriarchy. So what you gonna replace it with? Because that is the biggest problem when I hear about some of the people on the left. Well, we just need to get rid of patriarchy. Okay, what are you gonna replace it with? Because patriarchy controls people, and well, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but right now, really, you don't have to follow patriarchy. I think DJ Kuda said this. I'm gonna get to DJ Kuda in a minute. You don't have to follow patriarchy at all. You're a woman right now. You don't have to have a husband to have a child. Have a child on your own. As a man, you don't really need to be in the home to take care of a child. You can just pay your child support and go about your business. So, in actuality, you don't have to have a traditional family. You don't have to be in a home. You don't have to have a wife. You don't have to have a husband. You can be polyamorous or polygamy. Well, you can't practice legally polygamy, but illegally. I mean, as long as you have contracts, you don't really have to practice monogamy. So you really in an environment where you can practice pretty much anything as long as you got the money to fund your lifestyle. So you're kind of in the position where you want, but the problem is, uh, I think again goes back to the problem is for black men, they're not in no positions of power, and if they were in positions of power, a lot of their problems would go away. So I don't think the problem is patriarchy. It's a white patriarchy, quote unquote. So the biggest thing is get the men back in a powerful position so they can be so they can map out their lives the way they want to. But you can't do that when you're talking about women first all the time. That's not going to help those boys to map out their lives to be the men that you say you want them to be. But if you're talking about women first all the time, that ain't going to help. What you should be talking about, hey, gain power, gain economic power, making sure that you have your own place. You're not dependent on a woman. You're not seeing a woman as your key to manhood. If you do that, a lot of these problems with the black men will be solved. But that's going to entail pissing off a bunch of women, which I don't think a lot of these men want to do anyway, because they're women first. So I ain't gonna do nothing. Good luck to them though. Good luck to that whole progressive stuff. I I see it not working the way they want it to be. Because again, if you're still women first, that's not going to help. So, other thing that I was seeing, just a side note, I was and shouts out to um, uh, CK. He lost 192 pounds. Congratulations, man. That's as a person who lost weight, gained weight. I know the struggle of doing that, and that's a big struggle to try to lose that weight, to be that disciplined for nearly 2 years, to be disciplined. That's a hard thing to do. I got to get back on my grind, but and a lot of mine is just life changing and shift changing and all that kind of different stuff. I make no excuses, but hey, to lose 192 pounds, man, that's a beautiful thing. And well, he was mentioning this one dude about this 600-pound guy who is like, I just want a in shape woman, and I got six figures. First of all, and like, y'all can't do demanding stuff. I'm like, listen, here's the thing. I don't care if you fat, skinny, everything in between. You could demand whatever. Do anybody want to acquiesce? Is the goal. So if the 600-pound man want to demand that the woman be thin, well in shape, and because he got money, let him fucking do it. Sometimes I think people go on the Kendra G show to troll. People be trolling. Let the people troll. Why is this a discussion? If a big guy wants, I remember like I was on this. like call dating thing, and I said like at the time I was like 300 pounds. I said I don't want a woman bigger than me because there's some women that are way bigger than I am. No, I don't want a woman bigger than me. I don't want a woman that smoke. You know, that's pretty much it. I don't want a woman that gets drunk. You know I had a woman call like leave a message, and I'm like, this woman, one, when you look at a profile, listen to a profile, I'm not in an age range because I think she wanted somebody older. I'm not in an age range. I'm not in her body range, what she likes. Why are you calling me about what I'm have an issue? What I'm saying? It's like, who gives a fuck? I'm not even your dating range. What you want? Why do you even care if I say anything? So it leads me to the whole thing with them saying about this fat guy. If the 600 pound guy wants a in shape woman, and he say because he got money she can get, okay, cool. Let him be delusional. Just like what these dudes come about, these women be delusional. Let them live in the delusion. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? No. As long as they willing to handle the consequences of whatever demands they have for a relationship, that's them. Like the lifestyle that I'm having right now, I'm not gonna bring a woman into it because I'm not gonna live with a woman. I'm not gonna be dependent on a woman. And I'm not trying to marry a woman. So why am I gonna bring her into a lifestyle that she's not gonna want to be in? Because I've told women at work like, no, we want to get married. Well, you're gonna have to pick somebody else because I'm not getting married. I did that already. I'm good. I don't want no children. I'm not getting married. So it's you can hang around for companionship, but that's about it. And I'm not gonna trick off like that because then that's we're gonna turn that into a trick hole relationship. Now you get this $200 for the hour, and then you gotta go. You're not gonna hang around me all the time, and I'm not gonna come over to your house all the time. So I don't know what we want to do. So and I'm prepared to. Hey, you women ain't gonna like that. Okay, cool, bro. I've been alone. I've been out of a relationship more longer than I've been in a relationship. I was in a relationship with, let's see, between dating her, marrying her, trying to get back together, all that around was like 8, 9 years. And I've been knowing my ex before she passed for, God, like 22 years. The other 22 years, I was by myself. I ain't had no women around. I had little stints here and there. Like I dated one woman after my ex. I dated a woman for 6 months. Well, we wasn't even dating; we was just fucking. And other than the other woman that took my virginity, that was it. That didn't even last but a month, not even a month. So, in essence, I've been out of, I have not been around women in a romantic sense. I've been around in a, I have not been in a relationship longer than I have been in a relationship. So what does it matter to me if I'm gonna be by myself, bro? I'm not women first. My goal has never been to be married. My goal was never been to I need to have a woman in my life. Well, I can't say never. I said that hasn't been my primary goal. So if that ain't my primary goal, I'm not worried about it. I'm not stressed over it. I don't care if I'm 75. I'll be by myself 75. I'll be like my dad. My dad was by himself when he was 75 till he passed away. My mom was by herself till she was 75, till she passed away. My aunt was by herself. My great aunt was by herself till she passed away at 92. That being alone don't bother me. I don't subscribe to well you have a healthier life if you with a woman. Yes, if you pick the right woman and if you got your mind straight and you have other things outside of women. And this is the thing I was thinking about when that article when they talk about the men live longer. You notice that those men have other things outside of their marriage, which is work, which is probably hobbies. They got other things. The woman just adds to it. Meanwhile, when you have the opposite, where the women feel don't, they rather be single. They felt their marriage was they regretted their marriage. A lot of them, the only thing they had was their marriage. So you can understand why, hey, why the women feel like they were cheated because that's all they had was their marriage. They had their kids. Meanwhile, the men had things outside of that. So now it's the reverse. Now the women don't want to. They have other things outside of marriage, and the men don't. And that's why you got the dudes crashing out because they don't have nothing outside of pursuit of women. They have nothing else. Which again, this was taught by black men for black men. I'm only specifically dealing with black men. I know there's other races. I know that this society, but we ain't talking about the other society. We're talking about black men right now. They were not. They were taught nothing else other than black women. And so when they crash out because they can't get a woman or the woman don't want them no more, well, what you expect? This is what you taught them. So now slowly, these young men now are like, hey, no, I got other things to do other than a woman. The women are like, hey, I got other things to do besides marriage. So now it's not a big stressor. The only people stressing out about it now are older people in their 30s and 40s. You see the arguments on these panels. The, guess the average age of these people? Probably 35 and up. Angerman in his 40s. Jay Prince in his 40s. Uh, Fantastic, close to 40. You got BJS in his 50s. Obsidian in his 50s. You got Cynthia G, she's in the 40s. That diva chick probably in her 40s. Bomb Cherry in her 50s. Verbal in her 50s. All these people are 30 plus. The people who are not stressing, they're under 30. They're not stressing over this stuff like that. You got pockets here and there, but when these older people die out, these young people are not stressing over each other like that. That's why the people who with the Priscillas, the people with the Kevin Samuels, the people with the SYSBM, they older. Oh, don't get with the black woman. Oh, don't go with the black man. Oh, it's gonna be yeah. They in their 40s. They life fucking sucks. They life fucking sucks, and they want to share their misery with everybody else. Crazy, huh? They preaching all this different stuff because they fucking life sucks, and they want to add to the misery. These black men who've been black men first, I mean black women first, forever. Now they want people to be in their miserable court, but they ain't teaching them nothing different than black women first. Black women are your enemy. Then you got the black women. Black men don't know how to love. Black men this. Black men cause us to be fat. But wait a second, don't you have anything other than black men to talk about? You know, there's other things to talk about. Can't do it. So going back to the whole thing with the 600-pound goof. Okay, if he want, if that's what he wants. That's what he wants. Now let's just say he gets that. He get exactly what he wanted. You got a woman. He got one. Now what you gonna say? Oh, well, it's not gonna last. Maybe, but he got what he wanted. He got what he wanted. So what does it matter? As long as he got what he wanted. Okay, this is his demand. That's what he want. He got a woman who want to get with him, even if she do him dirty and all kinds of stuff. At the end of the day, guess what? He got what he asked for. What we gonna say? Hell, we could go back to Alejandro Curry. Hey, he waited to get married. He got married. He had a child. Unfortunately, he got a heart attack in the 50. It happens. That can happen at you got dudes who in their 30s and 40s dying of heart attack. It happens. I'm pretty sure he didn't plan for it, but it happens. But guess what? He got what he asked for. This is what he wanted. That's what he got. What are you gonna be mad at him for? And these dudes were still mad at him. How he leave this woman up there with? Okay, that woman seemed vulnerable. That woman's in her 30s, man. Early at some point, she's not no victim. She chose to be with the guy, knowing that. I mean, what was he? She was 29. She ain't no baby. Now, if it was 18, okay, well, you could make the argument. This woman 29. She ain't no victim. She know what she was getting into. It just, unfortunately, health happens. Shit happens. That don't mean she was a fucking victim and he was victimizing her. He groomed her and shit. No, bruh. No, sis. She chose. Some of y'all need to let people choose. She choose to be in a relationship. She's not a fucking victim. Oh, he must have did something. No, maybe she just chose. She chose an older guy. It just didn't work out. It happens. What do you want her to do? Stop. Some of these women need to stop looking at women as victims. That's why the Color Purple, the remake didn't go too well. Black women tired of being these young girls are tired of looking at people victim. They ain't trying to be victims no more. They tired of that victim mentality. To be honest, people tired of these slave movies because it's the same thing. Black people victim, black woman a victim. She's a victim all the time. She's a fucking victim. The black man is always abusing. These girls don't got time for that dumb shit. No, they're gonna be the victimizers. They ain't about to be the victims no more. That's why that age range 2018 to 25, a lot of them didn't go see the movie. That was one of the lowest groups that went to see the movie, besides young men 18 to 25, which that shouldn't have been surprising. The young men, why they want to go see a group of old women? I want to see that shit. I don't care if you got Fantasia, you got Kali, whatever that. I don't care what the people in there that people recognize. It's the fucking topic. It was dumb. These women don't want to be victims no more. Nobody's gonna see that. The only ones that seen it was the older women, man hating chicks, and the women who nostalgic. Everybody else, nobody wants to see that shit. Because none of these young women ain't trying to be victims no more. That's why Meg Thee Stallion's thing going down. Her reputation went down. She was playing victim. These women don't want to play victim no more. They don't want to hear that shit. There's only so much they can hear about you being a victim to the point where then, hey, bitch, are you gonna do something about it or shut the fuck up? People tired of hearing victim mentality, and some people are just tired of it. They're tired of hearing about you being the victim of the black man. They tired of you being the victim of the black woman. Either do something about it or shut the fuck up. Nobody got time to hear that shit. People try. People don't want to hear that shit no more. It's annoying. Especially these young black men, black women. When you going to teach them how to be victors, not victimized, not victims? When you going to teach them to be victors? When you going to teach these young men to be victors, so they don't have to be victims of white supremacy, black women. When you going to teach them to be victors? The sad reality, these older black men, they're not going to teach it again because they women first. It's gonna hurt their feelings. See, their feelings are hurt, nigga. Fuck their feelings. You can't do nothing about their feelings. They gonna feel about you one way or the other. It ain't nothing you can do about that. I got black women co-workers have some feeling about me. There's nothing I can do about it. All I can do is live my fucking life. I don't give a fuck. As long as you don't affect my money. And when you start affecting my money, then we're gonna have an issue. Until then, I don't give a fuck. I had one black woman I remember at my job. Every time she looked at me, she gave me this like I stunk or something. What am I supposed to do? I didn't do nothing to her. I didn't talk to her. Other than look, see, she there, and that's it. I didn't stare at her, nothing. She just gave me a look. I'm like, okay, well, ain't much I can do about it. But then she came to, well, she was on first shift. And then when she came to third shift, she started talking to me because she started talking to me, and we been talking since. We talk every time, we by ourselves, we start talking. It was so much so, and I think we really started talking was in service when we had the in service where her husband, me, other people from my same shift, we went to in service to learn, just basically see what you learn, test us and all that, physicality, all that kind of stuff. So we started talking, and that's when we talk about a whole bunch of stuff, relationships, family, all kinds of stuff. Other coworkers. So I didn't let what she did bother me to the point where I'm like, I ain't gonna talk to her. But I know where to draw the line. I ain't gonna flirt with her. I'm not gonna. I ain't because that's a line I'm not crossing. So much we were talking so much that one lady was like, "Well, her husband gonna get jealous." I'm like, "What are you gonna get jealous for? I ain't going talking to her like that. She come talk to me. So, and if he say something, well, if he ain't say nothing, what I'm gonna do? Which she was trying to be messy. But the point of it is like I don't let these women bother me. I don't care if they like me, they feelings on me. I don't care. Long as you leave my money alone. Leave my money alone, we good. I don't care if you hate me forever. I don't care on this YouTube streets. I don't care if all the black women hate me forever. Long as you don't touch my money. You touch my money, then we have a problem. You stop me from where I want to live and stuff like that, then we have a problem. Till then, I don't give a fuck. I don't depend on black women for nothing. The job I got right now, that was a white woman hired me. It wasn't a black woman. Because the black woman that I did interview for the other position that I wanted, I didn't even get hired. But the white woman hired me. And this is not to say black women, this, that, and other. It's just, listen, at the end of the day, you're going to get your money somehow. If you're depending on black women to get it, you're gonna lose, especially now in 2024. Got a lot of hating ass black women out here. But guess what? I'm not worried about them because my check comes on the 1st and the 15th. Ain't nothing they can do to stop it. And I'm not gonna give them a chance. My money comes on the 1st and the 15th, and there ain't nothing they can do to stop it unless I give them an opportunity to. And I'm not gonna give them no opportunity. But all this, we got to care about their feelings. I don't give a fuck about their feelings. You really wanna help really wanna help black women? And this is to these black male feminists and some of these pro blacks. You really want to help these black women? You really want to help these black women? Get some fucking power. Get to where y'all can protect yourselves from this environment. Then you can go help these women. Once you get that secure, then you can go help these women. Because well, what about colorism? How are you going to stop it? You don't control the media. You don't control rap. You don't control RB. You don't control TV. How are you going to stop how they see where they see certain people dating certain types of women? How are you going to stop them? You're going to go beat their ass? I remember there was an with Umar was interviewing Nick Cannon, and he asked him, okay, shouldn't you feel bad because you dating other women that don't look like your daughter? If I was Nick Cannon, I would tell him no. That's my life. I'm not living for these women. I live for myself. You can't live for these women. You can't live on their feeling because you can't change it. You don't control the media. You don't control the internet. You don't control anything except in your household. And some of you don't even control that because there ain't no reason why you should be on here 10, 12 hours a day worrying about other women that ain't your wife or girlfriend or sister or daughter. There should be no reason. You should be on here every fucking day. Unless your household ain't shit. And one of these guys, their household wasn't shit. Well, it wasn't, he's not the only one. There's been a bunch of guys who's supposed to be champion for black women. You find that their household ain't shit. They either single, they ain't got no woman around, or they do have a woman around. She's either cheating on him, or pretty much ain't don't fuck with him like that, or he's on the road all the time. He don't even see his wife. His only outlet of interaction with women is being online. That's what you got out here. That's champion for black women. Weak ass dudes that ain't got no life. They ain't got no life with their wife. They ain't got no life with women. They ain't got nothing. But that's who's champion for women. That's why they spend hours upon hours and hours worrying about the feelings of black women when you should be worrying about their protection more than worrying about their fucking feelings. I don't give a fuck how she feels. If I can protect her, let her hate me forever. Long as she's protected. You can hate me forever, but you're going to, but I can protect you. If I can protect you, that's a good thing. And I can take that protection away. If you want to go too far left, no problem. I can take that protection away. Now, hey, now you by yourself. Figure that shit out. That's what black men got to get the power to do. But a lot of them don't. They still worry about their feelings. They worry about, am I going to be accepted? Or they more worry about them. I got this woman angry at me. They worry about get back or getting that validation. How weak are you? A lot of weak ass dudes on here. And some of these women champion these weak ass dudes. And you can tell he's a weak ass dude. This dude feminine. And I ain't talking about just how he acts. He act more like a girl than the actual women. But this is the person you champion. The fuck out of here. Some of these women lost. Some of these dudes are lost. And that's why the black relationship talks won't die, because there are too many lost people out here worrying about people's feelings instead of worrying about their protection and worrying about their own protection. You worrying about their feelings. Fuck their feelings. Can you protect them or not? Can you make an environment that's better for them? You're not going to do that worrying about their feelings all day. Fuck. You can't worry about their feelings all fucking day. Do something. Get their environment in order. Fuck it, they hate you. Even they got to hate you. Fix the environment. Not just for them, but for your son. For these black boys out here. But you're not going to do that because you're worrying about her feelings all day. You're worrying about what she's saying. And then you ain't fixing nothing because you arguing with a bunch of other dudes who hate women all day, every day, blah, blah, blah. Rim brothers, you gay, you ain't masculine, blah, blah, blah. You worrying about that shit instead of worrying about, hey, let's actually fix the environment to protect these women, these young girls, and these young boys. That's what you worried about. And then you wonder why you ain't changing nothing. These black relationship talks stay it's the same shit. You're not changing nothing. We need solutions. Well, the solution that you want, the solution that you need, you're not going to follow. The solution that you need to do, you're not going to follow. I know it. Everybody else know it. None of these people want solutions. None of these people want the black men to actually be leaders. They want black men to either hate women or be their servants. Demonize, vilify, or idolize and pedalize. That's what it is. And it's not going to change. It's not going to change anytime soon. Because they worry about the wrong thing. But what can you do? Because they don't want no power. And that leads me to the game debate. Sorry to go out of order what I have. The game debate. Now, DJ Cooler has been in a little debate with Super Sly and Red Sings Blues over the game thing. And look, I don't have a real issue with game. I think, to me, and this is just me, game is the absence of real power. You don't have no power, so you have to use game. You have to convince a woman to like you. A woman that's not naturally like you, just because you here, just because of your presence, just because of your influence. You don't have it. So you got to use game. You got to talk to this woman. You got to convince her that you the shit. You got to dress like you the shit when you really ain't the shit. You're a piece of shit. And you got to convince this woman that I'm not a piece of shit, even though I am a piece of shit. And maybe I am this good dude, but you got to convince her to deal with you because she don't find you attractive. She don't find you interesting for whatever reason. So you got to convince her to find you interesting, but you don't even have enough of yourself to be like, hey, I don't need her validation or anything. I'm just gonna be me. If she don't like me, oh well, fuck her. A lot of these dudes do not have the gumption to say, you know what, fuck that bitch. I'm gonna do me. They don't. And it's sad. Again, it goes back to the whole thing of black men of black women first. Because again, this whole game debate is putting women first. That's what it is. Instead of, hey, getting yourself together. So, hey, if this woman see you around, she might find you interesting, or she don't. Who cares? But because these dudes are women first, they care about their feelings, they care about their emotions, they care so much. But they don't. The one thing they should do so that this woman would care about them naturally, they won't do. And guess what? They're not taught to do it. Because again, these men, all they care about is vilifying, demonizing, or pedalizing or angelifying women. There is no in between. That's what this game debate really stemmed down to. Because these women, all they care about is vilifying, demonizing, or pedalizing, or seeing these women as gods. Where the obvious thing is to get power and get influence so that this woman would like you naturally. So all she had to say, hey, this is who I am. If you don't like it, great. If you do, great. Let's see what we can do. Let's see, can we build a relationship? Hey, just be friends with benefits. Hey, be monogamous, be polygamous, whatever you fucking relationship you want to have. But you got to be able to be like, hey, this is who I am. Take it or leave it. But black men do not want to teach black men how to just be them because they can't even be them. From, like I said, the Rim brothers, I hate saying it, but to make it short, to the black male feminists, to the pro blacks, all these black women first guys, all these people do not teach these boys to be themselves, to gain power and influence for themselves so that this woman will like them naturally. They don't teach it. They will never teach it because they care about their feelings too much, either to incite their feelings or to pacify their feelings. That's what it is. And so when you have that situation, these relationships, that's the game debate. That's the game debate in a nutshell because that's what they want to do. That's the whole thing about game. The game is not for people with power. Dudes with power, they don't need to play games. You either like them or you don't. take it outside of dating, just in life in general. If you got power and influence, you don't need to play games with people. You can just move them out the way. That's not a game. That's power. Power is to move stuff into your will, and however you have to do it. But a lot of these dudes don't have no power, so they have to use game. That's the bottom line. And so I hear that debate with Cooter and Super Sly and Red. Then it gets personal. People friendships losing friendship. And I want to say that one thing about the friendship thing. Red said the final straw in the relation friendship with Kuda and him was Kuda played a video where a woman got beheaded, and his girlfriend was calling him about it. I'm like, one, your girlfriend shouldn't be calling you frantic over it. That couldn't wait till you got home. And two, well, Kuda shouldn't be playing that dumb shit or allow it to be played on this program. But at the same time, dude, your girlfriend should not be calling you frantic because he did something like that. While you out there have, having meetings and stuff like that, she shouldn't be calling you like that. She could have waited till she saw you. Hey, just want to let you know something. Hey, something going on. Hey, call me when you get a chance. That's not that. Listen, if you don't want to hang with the dude, don't hang with the dude. You ain't gotta hang with the guy. You ain't gotta make that. That seemed kind of weak. Listen, if you don't want to hang with the dude because you don't like the way he going, you don't like the way he doing, and he's being a know-it-all and all that different stuff, well, just don't hang with the guy. It's no problem. Don't that shit to me. Again, go back to the women first thing because she feels some type of way. Now you don't want to hang with the guy no more. That sounds very weak to me. If you don't, I don't hang with people. If I don't like you, I just don't hang with you no more. It's just like with certain channels I used to be on. Certain channels I used to be on. I don't be there no more. I don't like your message. I'm gone. Bye. I don't like what you're doing. Bye. Have nothing to do with women. Like that Ebony Star Network. I haven't been over there in months. This will be almost a year now. I don't go over there. I don't like the message they doing over there. So I'm like, hey, well, let me leave. I'm not gonna go have a fucking hissy fit like somebody else did. Some other dude had a hissy fit with Max. I'm not gonna do that. I just moved on. I'm like, I'm good. And black man ain't this, black man ain't that. Okay, cool, cool. All right, you ain't changing nothing. All you do is bitching. I'm good. Then I went over to DJ Torch, same thing. Black man ain't this, black man this. Okay, good. You bitching. I ain't trying to hear all that shit. Then you got a black woman did some fucked up shit to another black woman. You just sitting there. I'm good. Nah. And on top of that, going in on other black women who don't follow your idea. I'm good. And this ain't even the DJ choice, but the other guy, you're friends with another guy who cusses out women because they don't agree with him. He cusses them out and calls them all kind of names. But you okay with him, but you have a problem with the manosphere? Nah, bro, I'm good. Listen, y'all want to be hypocrites? Go right ahead. I've been say that. You want to be hypocritical? Y'all go right ahead. I'm good with it. I'm not, and again, I'm not trying to control nobody's channel. I don't. If you want to be hypocritical, you want to be friends with the people who's doing the same shit that the manosphere is doing to other people, and you want to do what the manosphere do to other women, cool. I'm good with it. But don't sit up here and expect me to sit there and just be okay with it. I'm not. I'm gonna bow my head. I'm gonna duck out. Peace. I'll do me. But I'm not about to yell and rage on your channel, on your platform. I'm not gonna tell all these women, don't go over there. I'm not gonna do none of that shit. I'm just gonna be peace and duck over here. Keep my opinion on it and keep it pushing. Because those women, because I don't care about their feelings. Those women feel something type of way about certain guys. There is nothing you can do about it. I remember with who was that? With two people in particular, Rude Imp and shit, I can't even think of the other guy. Damn, I can't think of his name. And I should know this guy because one of the most annoying old men on here. He acts like he's on the spectrum. What was his name? Shit, it'll come to me. But Rude M and one other guy yelling, cussing women, saying some kind of foul shit about women. But these women still go on this channel, want to argue with him, all kinds of stuff. He even Max told him, "Hey, don't go over there," but he's still over there on that channel. And I'm like, if you're gonna be over there hanging with the same type of dudes that you're telling these women not to be, what the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? It's like, dude, some of these dudes want to be these champion women, but they don't even follow their own standards. And then everybody else got to play dumb. Well, people do play dumb. They play dumb. And I'm like, I can't play dumb with you. I do a lot. I can't play dumb. You're not paying me to play dumb. You're not paying me enough to play dumb. The state of Texas pay me to play dumb. Y'all not paying me. And since I don't need the validation of women, and I don't need their pussy, and I don't need their money, I'm not playing dumb with these chicks. And I'm not playing dumb with these guys either. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. And I know what you're doing. And I know it's fucked up. And it's not helping young boys. And in turn, it's not helping the young girls. It's not helping the women. And it's not helping the men. You're not helping nobody. You're keeping them in the same perpetual state of anger, rage, and sadness. And that they affect in their actual real life. And they make everybody else around them miserable. But at the end of the day, I don't have time to be around it. I see what you're doing, but I'm not going to be around it. And I just choose not to. But again, all this game debate, relation talks is black men don't, black men refuse to not be women first, and black women refuse not to be their feelings first. And until that changes, that's the only solution that you got. Black men stop being black women first. Black women stop being black feelings first. Your feelings are black men first. Until that changes, which is not. I think the young people are starting to get it. But these older people are not going to get it, and they continue to go and suffer. And they're going to bring everybody else with it. And the people with some sense on either side is going to be looking at y'all like, wow, sheesh. Ain't nobody here. Ain't nobody helping. I might as well just do me. Because Ain't nobody else helping. Ain't no protection. Ain't no ain't no community. Ain't no protection. Ain't nothing. So when you see these people cooning out, I mean, I'm sorry. What do you expect? There's no community. White chick called them the N word. They just okay with it. What do you want me to say? Well, you got the white man calling you the N word. You're okay with it. Well, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? Hey, white man, don't do that. Hey, what's up? What's up, John? Hey, my Nicky. Okay. Hey, man. Hey, Sally, don't call him the N word. Hey, my nigga. Hey, Sally. Okay. Okay. Well, what do you want me to do? I give up. I quit. I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out of this. I'm done. I am done. I am completely done. I was like, let this shit burn down. Let them keep talking. I'm like I said, I respect FD Signifier. I like some of the stuff that he said. I like some of the people over there, but I think the biggest problem they're gonna have black women feelings first, and their feelings on black men or how they want black men to be. I don't think you're going to fix that. And black men, they black women first. So the black women not cool with it. The black men ain't gonna be cool with it. So it's like, yeah, good luck to you. I'll pray for you. I don't think nothing changing though. But anyway, I've been on here long enough. I gotta get to work because I gotta go in at 3. And it's now 2:20. So I gotta get dressed and go to work. Probably get an energy drink and get and be about my day. Anyway, if y'all still listening to this after a whole hour and about to be an hour and 45 minutes, dang, that's too long. But if you're still listening, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. If you like what I was saying, leave a comment. You disagree, leave a comment too. Well, I got it wrong. Am I wrong? Am I right? Leave a comment. So, but anyway, thank y'all for listening. This is the Brother Speak podcast. This is Brother Speak, the true neutral zone, because I don't give a shit about none of these people. This is the true neutral zone. I am not black women first by any stretch of the means. I'm for black men to get power and influence so they can affect their own lives. I do not care what these women think, and ultimately, if and one more thing about the black the whole abort black male babies. At the end of the day, look, if they want to kill off their fucking their bloodline, let them. If they so afraid that this boy's gonna turn on them, even though most boys turn on their mom because they're shitty parents, so that means you're telling me you're gonna be a shitty parent and you're not even gonna try. So hey, good, kill off the black boys because I don't want these weak ass boys around anyway. Sorry. Because any boy that they produce was going to be weak as fuck, or he's going to be an enemy of black men. So I'm good with him. Let them abort him. I'm not worried about abortion because I'm not impregnating these women. They ain't my kids. And guess what? Even if they get with a white man, a white man, an Asian man, that kid's still going to be considered a black boy. So you're going to abort those babies too? And if you think that white man, Asian man is going to be cool with you aborting his kids, you got another thing coming, sweetie. You're gonna learn real quick. They're gonna leave you the fuck alone. Or they might do something to you because they're like, no, you ain't about to kill my kid because you got an issue with this dude. The fuck out of here. And then if these type of women gonna have daughters who have the same mindset, they about to kill their bloodline short. So they're gonna kill off their bloodline. Let them. Why are you as men so triggered? Let them abort. Let them kill out their bloodline. They doing you a favor. They doing the world a favor. They doing me a favor. They don't need to be here no more. So 2 generations, they'll be gone. Congratulations. Those type of women are probably bitter. They're gonna be left in the fucking nursing home by themselves because it ain't just men being left alone. They're women too. So let them. Let them. Why are you fucking mad? Let them. Let them do it. You can't stop it. You ain't got no power. You can't even stop it. The white man can't even stop it. He limited it, but he did not stop it. It just made it more difficult. So, so why are you mad? I'm not. Let them. Hey, let them abort their kids. Save us all. Thank God. Let these idiots kill themselves. A lot of them ain't gonna do it anyway. But even if they do it, good. Save us the trouble of dealing with your fucking kids. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Diva. Thank you, Brooklyn Blue. Thank you, Cynthia G. Thank you. Abort your fucking boys so I don't have to deal with these weak ass niggas. So they don't be online just like you are, annoying the fuck out of everybody. Thank God. Please abort them. Abort, abort, abort. Please. Jesus Christ. Oh, boy, he gonna turn on me. No, he's not. If you treat the boy right, he's not gonna turn on you. Kids rebel, but outright turning? No, bro. You have to be a shitty parent. And a lot of you, what you're saying is, I want to be a shitty parent. I want to be a shitty parent. No, so you can't be a shitty parent. You have to actually teach your children something. If you, that means you have to actually work on picking a guy who's a good dude. Even if you don't work out, he's gonna still be a father. But that requires work on yourself. So you don't want to do that. Go fuck. Have it's a boy. Kill it. Good. Thank you. Less boys, less weak ass dudes around that we gotta deal with. These girls hate black men. Good. Are they gonna date out? Are they still gonna date out? They gonna date out with these white dudes, which most of them don't want them anyway. You're only gonna get with the weirdos. Good. Thank you. Get them off the board. All right. I got everything I wanted to say out before I take my other sabbatical. Be gone for another month or two. But I wanted to get all that out of my chest because I've been thinking about it for a minute. But at the end, let them board the kids. Let these dudes stay women first. Have these women be in their feelings about black men, so they can argue all day. It's gonna make the content creators make a lot of money. It's gonna and the debate will never end. We're not going to progress to anything. It's going to take the young men and the young women to progress us and to say, fuck these other people. I'm going to do me. That's what I'm hoping for. I hope these young men and young women say, fuck y'all. I'm going to do me. Stop listening to these older, bitter people. Do you? That's my advice to the young men and the young women. Whatever you choose to do you. Make sure you have enough. Make sure you economically be able to take care of yourself and you have power and influence. That's what you're going to need to survive. Everything else, don't worry about it. Don't worry about these women. If you have power and influence, they're going to come and you can choose whoever. If you're a woman, if you have power and influence, the men that you want to come around, you can be able to choose. Don't listen to these old ass chicks, these old ass dudes, these weirdos, these freaks, these emotionally develop people who don't want nothing for you but sadness and sorrow. They are here to destroy you. They're not here to help you. They're not here to build up these boys. They're not here to build up these girls. They're not here to protect you. They're not here to provide an environment. They just want to let you bitch and moan and stay in sadness and woe until you die or till they die. So they can fill up their pocketbooks and get their validation or whatever. They're not trying to help you. They're not trying to create a better community. All they want to do is bitch and moan. So let them bitch and moan to the day they die. And when they die alone in their fucking nursing home or in their house and stinking up the house for days on end till finally somebody say, well, hey, he didn't come to work today. She didn't come to work today. Let's do a wellness check. That's if your employee, that if your coworkers actually care. Because that's what's going to happen to a lot of these people. They're going to die alone. They're going to die in a nursing home because their kids are going to put them in there because nobody want to deal with these fucks. Or they're going to die alone in an apartment where they're going to be stinking up, or a house, or a cardboard box, or somewhere where they stinking up to the point where, hey, we got to get this person up out of here. That's what's going to happen to a lot of these people. Don't become that person. Live a fruitful life. Be able to get your power, get your money, get your resources, get everything so you can be not dependent on these sad fucks. So you can find a man, a woman, whatever, whether you straight, LBTQ, poly, whatever you fuck you want to be, you able to finance it to make sure you are straight so you don't have to depend on nobody. Because nobody's coming to help you, nobody's coming to save you. I am a black pillar. I understand that. These people are not here to help you. Some will, some will, but you got to be able to be financially, mentally, spiritually, emotionally well enough to be able to find those people and bring them into your life. When you are able to do that, these people are going to come. And the people that you don't want to be around, you will easily filter them out. You can get rid of these people. You can get rid of these black women first dudes. You can get rid of these black women, black feelings first women. You can get rid of them. And you be able to have people around you that really want to see the best for you and themselves. And you could build a community with that. But these other motherfuckers, let them die off. Let them abort their kids. Let them die alone. Let them be stinking in the fucking house. Let them be in the nursing home where they're getting abused by some chick who hates her job and some dude who can't get no chick, so he gonna molest somebody. That's their future. Don't let it be your future. Black boy, black girl, young black man, young black woman. Hey, even an older black man, older black woman. Don't let that be your future. But these people around here, they want it to be your future. They don't want the best for you. They want the worst for you. And that's the sad reality. A lot of these people want the worst for you. So you have to be mentally, physically, emotionally strong to be like, I want the best for me. And people who want the best for me, I want the best for them. And that is how you grow. Anything else, you are doomed. You are food. You will be used and abused, and then when you die, you're by yourself. With that, I am out because I got to get to work. I got to build myself up still. So, thank y'all for listening. Thank you for this now 2 hour rant. I wasn't trying to be long, but there's just a lot I had to say and a lot of stuff I'm seeing where it's just not benefiting black boys and black girls and black men and black women. And somebody got to say something. Somebody got to be the neutral zone. I'll take the role. And I am out. Peace.